what's happening, collectors, flippers, investors, whatever your strategy is? Welcome to another episode of For the Win, NBA Top Shot Edition. I'm your host, F, aka Mavic, and we have a guest here today. But before that, we'd like to welcome back Red Lee. We missed you last week
Uh,
from your wisdom teeth extraction. Medyo madugo eh, no? Like, I've seen some of the pictures, man. That's
uh,
some pretty bad surgery that went on there. But you're good now?
they're
Yeah, no, that's good. That's
good.
good. We don't have Jeff again today. She has another engagement. Megan, nagiging popular na si Jeff with her Axie eh. So, mahirap na siya. mahirap na siya
Mhm.
kuhanin. But one of these days, she'll come back. So today we have a very special guest, Bad Shot's very own Bacon Austria. How's it going, sir?
What's up? Thank you guys for having me today.
Thank
Excited
you
for
for
this episode with you guys.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. I know it's early dyan sa Philippines.
Yeah.
It's 8:15 a.m. So thank you for waking up early to join us and yeah, pretty pumped. We've had your two co-hosts twice already. So this is your for the win first. So we're
Yeah.
excited. We're excited. So today's topic, we're gonna be going through Bacs' take on how this 2021's NBA final season is, and ano yung mga nakita niya, ano yung mga pros and cons, saka yung mga surprise factor lang. So, but before that, we're gonna do our famous starting five. Bacs, you have these questions. We're gonna throw you five quick questions and just answer them as quickly as possible.
So first question is, tell us about yourself, and then were you a previously a collector of NBA cards or like a stock investor or something like that?
So right now I'm gonna play for I'm gonna play for the PBA 3x3 uh
Nice.
this coming August, and then
For which team?
I'm
Is
also
it
taking up
still
my
Blackwater?
master. Come again?
Is it still Blackwater or is it like a different team now?
It's San Miguel, but it's 3x3.
Like, oh, okay.
They started a new one, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then I'm putting up masters also in Ateneo, trying to finish it, and
Nice.
then traversing to an Axie world a little. But yeah, I wasn't really a trader or collector. When I was a kid, I collected cards, but I wasn't really into it. The card thing. Though I have my old cards, but I kept it. But yeah, basically that's it. I just started doing Top Shot because of its NBA.
Nice, nice. Yeah, obviously with the NBA backing it up, maraming credibility dun eh. So it's like kahit wala kang gaanong experience, it's easy to jump in thinking that it's backed by, a pretty big name, right? So okay, question number two. What got you curious to NBA Top Shot and what got you hooked, really? So
Actually, what really got me here is one of my friends, Marvin. You
yeah.
interviewed him, and he was really into it, and I think for me it was easier to come in because it's NBA. Parang
Mm-hmm.
you see the players, you watch them. It's very easy to be into something that you understand or that
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
No, for sure.
So I think for me the opportunity there was like oh, and I heard about like big names investing in it. So I really think this is a long-term plan for or a
Mm-hmm.
long-term investment, or even if it's not an investment, at least you're still doing something that you know, or like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I know this guy. I have a Lamelo, I
Mm-hmm.
have a Zion, or I have something that you like, a LeBron. So at least whatever happens, it's like you have something that you like.
Exactly. Yeah, madaling
Yeah.
ano eh, madaling like I don't know if you check your evaluation, pero like if it goes up or it goes down, parang like you said, parang long-term play yung sayo eh. Like especially yung kung ang collection mo is players that you actually enjoy watching, di ba? So it's nice to have that little bit of history sa collection mo. So yeah, for sure. Red, go ahead. Number three. Actually, number three and number
Okay,
four.
so yeah, so speaking of the NBA, like what's your favorite team and who's your favorite player currently or all time? Who would that be?
I'm a LeBron fans ever since. So usually where he goes, I go.
Well, you're my guy
Uh,
then. You're my guy.
yeah. So I'm really a LeBron fan ever since. Like when he was in the Cavs, Miami, back to the Cavs, now to the Lakers. Actually, I like CP also. I grew up trying to watch his game with LeBron, and I was a Laker fan before, like the Kobe Shaq duo. I liked how they dominated the game.
Hmm.
But I'm a LeBron fan ever since talaga. So it's not about the team for me, but it's where usually LeBron
There.
goes. Yeah,
Yeah.
So LeBron all time then, like
yeah.
even before
For
his
me,
era. Okay.
LeBron all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
Cool.
you do you
I
think
want to say
is the
because I've watched mga Jordan clips, but I was too young to
Hmm.
really enjoy the full game. Like
Hmm.
I saw highlights, but I never really watched the full game. Or maybe I did when I was like 7, 8. So I was too young to really understand
Enjoy.
the game. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy these clips, the shows, the I had VHS of the Air Jordan, or
Nice.
those series of VHS, and I
Yep.
watched
Yep.
the
yeah, the
last
part
dance.
one and part
Yeah,
two with the top
yeah,
10? I had
yeah,
that growing
yeah,
up too.
yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you
So
think do you think LeBron is better?
I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm not yet sure because it's he's not yet done. So I don't because for me I don't want to debate about goats because for me it's subjective. It's
Oh, for
your
sure.
era.
Yeah.
Parang when you go to a GOAT debate, it's a black hole. No one's gonna
Yeah.
win. Parang someone's gonna bring up a better idea. Parang I just appreciate every player. So parang
That's
it's easier
why
that way for me. Yeah,
yeah, that's why for me, I always say LeBron is the best player of all time, but Jordan is the greatest player of all time.
makes sense. Makes sense.
There you go.
So
There
yeah,
you go.
it's hard to 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 like have a debate about goats because I never watched like I can't really say someone's a goat and I haven't watched like sila Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
They might have played better, but I haven't watched them. So for me, like it's a generational thing.
Yeah. No, that's
Yep.
actually that's a good way to put it. It's a generational thing. Yeah. No, that's a good answer. All right. Last question of the starting five. What is your most unforgettable memory of NBA or basketball, like as a player?
There's a lot actually. Because I've won
Oh,
championship.
okay.
No, because
Okay.
I've won championship
How about
with Ateneo.
one
Yeah.
one with NBA and one of your personal?
Uh Actually NBA, I like the Cavs winning the championship because of
Mm,
the block, the shot, and the stop. It's
mm.
been very monumental for
Oh
everyone, I
yeah,
think. It's
yeah.
crazy. That run was crazy actually. Parang I thought Cavs are gonna really have a hard time winning that series,
Mm,
but it's crazy. That one was a crazy thing for me. And then personal, I think for me it's hard because parang I cherish everything, but looking to it, because I coach now also.
mm,
So I think coaching these kids and like when I see things happen that I taught them, parang it's different for me.
mm.
Parang I'm at that stage of I'm that stage na of medyo tumatanda na tayo na iba na yung joy natin when we see other people succeed because you taught them this or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So for me, that's it na.
Akala ko ano eh.
Is a
I searched YouTube kanina for you, but I saw that buzzer beater in 2011. Is that a game winner?
Oh, no, I think it's just an end of a third quarter, I think.
Oh yeah,
End
yeah,
of a
yeah.
third. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
I
Did you
have a
see the
question. What's
go, go, go.
uh, I have a question. What's your favorite moment as a player? Doesn't matter if you're playing for Ateneo, playing in the pro leagues, or playing anywhere.
Um,
Like, does it have to be in the
maybe,
court?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like when he's playing, like
Oh yeah.
when he was still playing.
uh, this is a lot though. Cause
Off script eh, no? Hindi prepared si Vax.
no, cause like it's been fun playing basketball. So it's really hard to pick like a really, really like one thing. But sige, as a player siguro in the UAAP, because I won 4 championships in college.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
So parang it's hard to distinguish everything na which one. But one moment there that's funny for me, it it wasn't a brawl, but somewhat it was like that. It's on YouTube, I think. When I accidentally, because you know Joshua Webb, he's a high flyer
Yep.
back then.
All. Yeah.
So when he took the shot, the ball slipped into his hand, and then I was trying to body bump him, so he couldn't jump. But he jumped so high and so fast that it looked like I purposely like tried to like trip him.
Tackle.
So we
Oh, okay.
both fell. Then he kicked me. Then like there was a semi commotion, but they were up like I think a couple of points. And eventually, two of their I got a foul. He got a tech. Then one of the teammates rushed into me, so got a tech. So it turned out two free throws for us plus ball possession. Then we made everything, and the ball game changed. It was a crucial game. It's
Wow.
called the Cory Aquino game. So everyone wore yellow on the fans, like
Hello.
usually blue
Yeah.
and green.
Yeah.
So parang that was memorable because it was like intense and super funny. So in the PBA, maybe my first basket since I played in my first basket was in the Bulacan Sports, what they call it, the 55,000
Yeah, the new one,
capacity.
right?
Yeah,
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 the new one.
the big one. Yeah, the big one. So there were like 55,000 fans. Then my first basket maybe since it's like everyone there were a lot of people. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the one for the PBA.
Nice. Sa amin na rin, panaginip lang yun eh, bro. So, nice, nice. Okay, so that's our intro. That's our starting five. We'll get to the meat of the interview now. Like I said, the our main topic today is 2021 NBA playoff. And of course, looking at the off season, not just in the NBA, but maybe a little bit of the top shot as well. So, um, again, we're not gonna. We have a little bit of script that we sent to Bacs, but obviously this is just gonna what's gonna dictate this is the flow of the conversation. But first question, how was the playoff this year compared to the bubble last year, and compared to like a regular playoff?
Go backs.
Well, well, for me, every playoff game, whether it's a bubble or uh this one, a different scenario, it's still the same. There's no asterisk in any
Hmm,
championship for me. I think it's up to the team how to adjust, how to survive whatever come their way. Because uh these two teams survived whatever those other teams didn't.
yeah.
So for me, it's a different scenario. Like a bubble is a bubble. This one's like a COVID full season, but
Mm.
injury filled season. But I think you shouldn't discredit whoever wins this championship for me.
Yeah, yeah, like
I
you
feel
said,
like
like it's not just one team dealing with that thing, right? Like both teams is dealing with the same scenario. So, okay, go ahead, Red.
no, I feel like this year made us realize that like how much the NBA in general or any sports in general needed fans in
Mm,
attendance because the difference between in the bubble it's just it's like an AAU game but it's like a glorified AAU game but then now it's like the finals everyone's there. I think right now tonight in Milwaukee it's gonna be I think they're clearing up for 60,000 people outside. So it's gonna be crazy there tonight. So I guess to me it's the fans being in attendance makes a lot of difference.
oh, for sure. Have you ever felt
For
that
sure.
Bax as a player? Have you ever felt that the pressure of the the opposite side's fans, or maybe like your fans giving you a little bit more relaxed or composure on the court? Did have you ever felt that, and you actually believe that the fans make a difference?
Yeah, yeah. I think they, especially in college where Ateneo Lasal games are like it's packed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're
So I
that's
think
crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. I think it makes a difference. To hype you up. But to be honest, when you're in the game, you won't
Mm,
recognize the fans. You won't know them. Like I've played in like a lot of packed gyms. When you're in the game, maybe when you're on the bench, you like see them, you can hear them more. But when you're playing, surprisingly, you can hear your teammates even with that crowd,
oh yeah.
loud crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was surprised also, like looking back into it before and like now talking to you guys. When you play, somehow you can communicate well with your teammates, even with the drums and the
Mm,
crowd shouting. But definitely gives you a pump. Definitely gives you a a adrenaline rush, especially when you're like going to the game, warming up,
Mm.
when you're in the bench. I think it helps a lot. But during the game itself, parang sometimes you won't even notice them.
Oh yeah, nice, nice. That's a professional right there, man. Like just
Yeah,
not
'cause no one
phased.
really, no one really watches when we play leagues here.
Yeah. Mean Red used to play a lot, but you know, with the COVID and old age, I know Red plays a couple times a month still, I think. But yeah, no, not
Yeah.
me, man. I switched to golf. That's my sport now. So, all right. Injury, was it a factor? A lot of people, like you guys, probably have heard or seen LeBron talking about how injury was a big factor. You guys, you agree? Disagree?
I think the I think it's a big factor with how compressed the season was. But I don't want to take excuses for whoever wins this.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think the scheduling was a little bad, especially for Jamal Murray. I heard when he injured his knee, parang it was their seventh game in 10 days, something like that.
Oh wow.
Denver seventh, something like that when he got injured. And
Mm-hmm.
I think he missed the first game already because he was feeling something, but he had to play or he wanted to play. Like, but 7 games in 10, 11 days is like too much, and the
Yeah.
fly and everything.
Yeah.
So the quick turnaround, especially for Lakers and Miami. I think Miami was also limping to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he knows what's happening. He's been there. He
Yeah.
played NBA for a lot. So I think his words are valid for me.
Red, you want to
I
chime in on
think
that?
that, yeah, I think that injuries plays a factor, but it's not just for this season. Like every year, if you think about it, Golden State won the championship the first time 2015 with a bunch of injured guys. Like Kevin Love, Kyrie was injured. Going through the playoffs, I think Mike Conley the first round was injured. The second round, someone else was injured there. So every year there's an injury, so you can't really make excuses for any other teams.
Mm-hmm.
But thinking about it, what happened? Like the turnaround was pretty quick. That I feel like it's somewhat of a factor. You can't just say that it's a non-factor. It's somewhat of.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, of all the, like, obviously game six finals, we've had, you know, our the first round, second round, third round. Was there any surprises? Not just looking at Milwaukee and Phoenix. Was there any surprises from the teams that move up for you guys?
Uh Definitely, like we're talking about injuries. Parang this finals is a surprise, but it's part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I really think before na this is not me being biased with Lakers, but I thought Lakers was gonna win it against the Suns talaga to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Parang if they were really healthy, I don't wanna go back and everything, but
Yeah.
for me that was a Lakers series talaga until like everything went downfall with the injuries and all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think even though I want CP to win, I've tweeted this and I've said it in some podcasts before. I think they're a little lucky also that every team they played, one of the two superstars of the
The other
team
team. Yeah.
was injured.
Hmm.
Like they were lucky, but it's part of the game. But like they're really lucky with that. They
Yeah.
missed AD, where Lakers were rolling. They didn't. The Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray. The Clippers lost Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really part of the game, but they're also a little lucky to make it this far for me.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
discrediting their effort, okay,
oh no,
but
for
yeah,
sure, for
I
sure.
think they're lucky
And
with this.
and just like you know, most sports, luck is part of the game, right? Like, so how about you, Red? Any surprises from the
To
teams
me,
that moved up?
yeah. The Hawks. Who
Oh
would ever
yeah,
thought they're gonna make it to the conference finals?
good for them, eh?
The Sixers, yeah, the Sixers losing the semifinals, that was a surprise.
Mm,
So those two in the Eastern Conference to me was a surprise. I feel like if Brooklyn didn't lose Kyrie, it would have been Brooklyn in the finals, and maybe Brooklyn's gonna win it all.
mm,
But that's just me. I think the surprising team was the Hawks. They made it, what, game six. the conference finals, even without Giannis, that was a pretty surprising how far they went.
Mm.
They were what 2 games from being in the final. So
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Okay, well, that's pretty much like our intro to that topic. I want to deep dive into the actual finals series, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Bucks. I know you called Milwaukee in six, I believe, and
Yeah.
I want to know like what were you thinking when you made that call? Like what did you see the advantage ng Milwaukee over Phoenix? Just your mindset when you thought Milwaukee in six, because a lot of people were saying Phoenix in four, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I want to hear your take.
Yeah. I remember I called it even when Giannis was like wasn't sure if he was playing or if
Yeah,
he was 100%. I
yeah,
called it that way because for me matchup wise, Box is like really up there. The size, they can shoot also. Like except for Giannis, everyone can also shoot for the three ball. So I think they can match up well. And they when I watched the Atlanta Bucks series and when Giannis was out and I saw Middleton and Drew and others were stepping up, I said this team was ready to like go for it also. Like
mm,
most teams when they lose their star players, they fold. This team were like, damn, they were playing better or like they didn't the level didn't really go down
yo,
unless
yo,
just that game when he got injured because when he got injured, Giannis, I think there was a 10-0 run by Atlanta, but the next game they were like ready. They
mm,
were like, "Oh, we're here for to win it without Giannis." So when I saw that, plus like I think you have to look at the matchup of both teams, like who's gonna guard who's gonna be defending who can guard Giannis, who can guard this one. I think that plays a big factor why I chose Milwaukee over the Suns. So as much as I keep repeating this because I don't want to discredit the Suns, but as much as I want CP to win, parang for me they lack something pa for me.
mm.
That's just a gut feeling for me.
what do you think that is? Like the bench players, star players. What do you think?
Uh
Coaching.
Parang their game is um too mechanical or parang you know what's coming from them
Phoenix
Okay,
one.
with
so you think
with
it's gonna be just a Chris Paul and Devin Booker show?
yeah, parang that's what you're gonna
Like
expect from them.
predictable is what you're saying. Like their game was
Yeah,
pretty predictable. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I'll dig
Though
that.
yeah, though I think they can still like go 7 games and win this. It's gonna be hard though if they
Mm,
want to do that.
yeah,
Especially it's in Milwaukee, this game, and Bucks plays well in at home.
yeah.
But for me, I think their biggest problem is matchup problems. Like when Giannis plays the four, he can attack the wings. When Giannis plays the five, he can guard Aiton
Mm.
and match up with Aiton. So I
And
think, ma-
and that was to
yeah,
me was the key was Aiton played really well in the previous series, and everybody was big on him, like they were pretty much ready to throw the bus on him, right? But when I saw just the size comparison, and I don't remember, I don't know if you remember, I threw a stat when you and Dijo were with the Nav um, during the post credit interview there. I posted a offensive rebound um, difference. It's almost half between Phoenix and Milwaukee, and I thought that was the reason, or I thought that was the reason why Milwaukee was gonna go the distance with them. Everybody was saying Phoenix and four, Phoenix and four. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna say anything that I thought Milwaukee was gonna win. I thought Phoenix was gonna win, but I thought it wasn't gonna be that easy that everybody was expecting Phoenix in four. I thought it was gonna go a distance, and Milwaukee was gonna put up a fight just because of the boards, like how they can control the boards and how they can put a check on Aiton.
Coming into the series, I thought Phoenix had an advantage because I just feel like their players are more consistent than the Bucks.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
felt like the Bucks were only just a Giannis team. Middleton is up and down. I don't know if you guys saw the meme. It's either Chris Middleton is Kyle Kuzma or Michael Jordan. There's no in between. So it's like those memes, right? So
And
that's
that's
why I thought
everybody
Phoenix.
else. Like, sorry to cut there, Red.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's like everybody else, right? Like Drew was the same thing. You know, sometimes he's there, sometimes he's clutch and everything. But like you said,
No, I
it's a
think
Giannis team. All right, so we're coming to an end in the interview. Final question on the topic. Bacs Red MVP. If oh, I guess first of all, Milwaukee finishes it, or are we going Game 7?
I think it's gonna be done by today. Um, well, that's what I guessed before, like before the series started. So I wish it's done by today.
Yeah.
But MVP, this is tough because I picked Middleton before the start of the series
Mm.
because I was thinking that Giannis won't be 100%. But that injury was like he got more energy going to this
yeah.
finals when he got injured. Like I think he got the rest he needed, and um maybe it's gonna be Giannis though, with how he consistent he played, like winning, losing. Um I think Middleton has been clutch, has been there every time, but usually the finals MVP goes to the guy who's very consistent all throughout.
Mm.
And I think Giannis deserves it from all the bashing he got the past
Mm.
few years. I want to give it to him,
He
to be
almost left,
honest.
diba? But there was so much talk of him leaving too. So,
Yeah.
like you said, I think like the rest that he got, not just from, I mean, from the previous series, definitely helped because, well, he's averaging 32 points and 13 rebounds in this series. So, I think his worst game was the first game. So, Red, how about you?
Yeah.
Prediction:
Um,
Game 6 is done. Game 7, MVP.
I'm picking the Bucks to win tonight and finish the series, and I think it's a unanimous Giannis winning MVP.
Mm.
I think out of all the star players or even the big three or whatever, um, Chris Paul has had 3 bad games, even though his stats says that he's still averaging 19 and 10. His impact isn't as big as the previous series. Devin Booker as game 3 was this worst one. He got what 10 points and got benched in the fourth quarter. Didn't
Mm.
even play. Middleton had 2 bad games in the beginning, and Holiday, just his stats alone, except for the game 5 or last game, that's the only game that he was really
Showed up.
scored a lot. But his defensive his defensive thing was pretty much there the entire season or the entire series. So Giannis bad game, I don't even know if you consider a bad game the game 1 because he still had 20 points and what 15 rebounds or something like that. So it's not really a bad game, but
Final four is gonna be the same as the starting five. Just quick 1 minute answers. We'll throw it at you right away. What was your first marketplace in Top Shot Marketplace? What was your first moment that you bought?
Actually, the first one I bought was a bad decision.
Me
I
too.
bought a I bought a because I entered right on the peak.
Me too.
It was so bad. It was so bad because what happened was uh I couldn't buy or like load my Dapper wallet for like a week or two. Oh,
He's
there's
back. He's back.
right. Yeah.
Red, sorry, we had to continue because as Bax has to leave too. But I think we got your answer.
yeah, yeah, no,
MVP is
yeah,
gonna be Giannis. And Game 6 is final game of the season. So okay, sorry. Go
right.
ahead, Bax. What was your first purchase in marketplace?
So I was saying na I couldn't load my Dapper with the credit card for a while because it was the
Ah, me
time
too.
where the Dapper wallet. I couldn't load my Dapper wallet for a while. So it took me like a couple of days, more than a week. So when finally it went through, the prices were high and they were saying na, oh, it might rocket
Keep
already,
going.
like
Yeah,
go to the
yeah,
moon.
yeah.
So I bought a Jordan Clarkson for $60 or $50, something like that, and a Drummond for like 30 plus. Now it's like less than 20 or like less or like $10 already.
Oh, so you kept
So
it.
I kept it. I kept it. I
Uh,
was like, okay, at least Jordan Clarkson's a Filipino, so I'll just keep
yeah.
and to
And
remind me of my mistake.
there you go. There you go.
Something like that. So this is like so That was my first moment. I bought them back to back, like Clarkson and Drummond. I was
Yeah.
because I think that was when Drummond was uh, rumored to head to the Lakers. So I bought him.
Mm.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah, yeah.
big. So I'm gonna buy Drummond, but it didn't pan out well for him in the Lakers.
So in your collection, what's your favorite one?
Actually, the Clarkson is my favorite one to remind me that, but to remind me of not to like make crazy or like hasty decisions.
Yeah.
But the Lamelo one is good. I have a Lamelo one that
Oh.
I pulled in a common pack. I was so happy because that was the first one I pulled during in a base pack, and it was like $70 at that time. So
Yeah.
I like it because when you get like a good moment in a common pack
Yeah.
of three moments. So parang it feels like sobrang sarap,
Yeah.
nakakuha ako ng maganda. Sometimes it's like everything's like trash, 'di ba? Sometimes, who's this guy? Parang gano'n. But if you get someone like that, na Lamelo, rookie with a badge, so like, I was
Yeah.
so happy when I got.
What is your collector score or number of moments if hindi ka comfortable to say your collector score? Okay lang.
Actually, I haven't checked my evaluation, but moments, mga nasa 60 lang siguro. I sell
Oh.
some also eh.
Oh yeah.
Siguro nasa 60 moments lang ako. I sell also I've tried to sell moments na I don't really like, or yung mga
Mm.
not mga trash moments, okay? I'm not gonna be like cover it up. Like, I don't like na moments. And
Yeah.
sometimes, di ba, we do giveaway also. So if you don't like, we do giveaway sa podcast,
Yeah.
sa streams. And, so, and I'm down to 60, maybe 50 plus 60. And then collector score, maybe ano lang. I think now I'm not even 1,000 anymore. Para
Oh.
I've collected mga players I like na eh.
Yeah.
Parang then giveaway or sell. And I
Yung
have actually, I'm waiting for the off season to buy. Like,
yeah.
I have money in Dapper now from
Yeah.
the moments I
You sold.
sold.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
waiting for the off season to maybe I'm expecting that some of the moments might tank a little. So I'm
Oh yeah.
expecting to buy. The last pack I pulled, and not the rare one, the common playoff pack. I was surprised because I got the first round Derrick Rose and like a Trae Young second round, not even the conference final or something. So when I checked Trae Young, it's like $11, and usually if it's playoff uh pack, then I realized it was like earlier round. I was so happy it
Oh.
was Trae Young, and then when I checked, how come this is so
Cheap.
so cheap? Yeah, then I checked because I didn't even check
The play.
the the play. Then when I checked the play, it was against Philly, not against Milwaukee. So I thought it was the one against Milwaukee. So I was like, damn. So I just kept it. It was Trae Young naman eh. So maybe
Hey,
I like Trae Young naman eh.
What do you think people can do right now to set themselves up for success in the future on NBA Top Shot?
I think number one, like what me and Mavic said, don't be FOMO and just buy something you because people are buying. I think it goes for like every project, NFT project there is. Um Also, you have to listen to your friends, but also you have to study on your own. I think that's the best thing to do. And don't bring out money na you can't afford. I think for me, that's why when I kept even the Clarkson, when I saw it was like a 20, I was like, okay, it's okay. I think I can afford to lose it.
mhm.
And I think at least I got a Clarkson, which is, I think that's the next thing. When you buy moments, you buy something that a player you really like, so you appreciate it. Like if you're a flipper na I don't like this moment, but it might have value, then I think that's where the disappointment comes in. Na you're guessing na, oh,
You're
this might
gambling.
pump.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, this might pump. So for me, that's why also I have now just 60, mga 50 to 60 moments left. Because parang I'm, like I mentioned in our podcast, I'm just the chill guy who I collect what I really like. I'm looking this is a long term kasi. That's why parang I'm not very impatient with Top Shot. Like, for me, that's the best utility also with NFTs. Nothing against yung mga ibang NFT projects na you can buy. So, cause some people buy yung mga pickles, mga bull, 'di ba gano'n? Pero I parang hindi ako bought in dahil number one, I don't know it. Tapos number two, parang I don't see anything that I can, parang what will I get if I get the ball? Parang gano'n.
Mm.
If you're into art, then okay, good.
Mhm.
That's why kanya-kanya naman tayong trip. Pero for me, like, at least in Top Shot, I know the players. I love
Mm.
the sport. Tapos now they rolled out yung mga you can win a trip to the NBA
Mm.
finals, which is
Yeah.
cool, 'di ba? At least, 'di
Yeah.
ba? May mga konting issues pero at least they're evolving na parang and they said na it's not just in the states na even if you're from other countries
Yeah.
ata they would find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
So parang that's cool for me and I think it's gonna be good. Sabi ko 1 year pa lang to, not even a year at I think yung Top Shot.
Mhm. No.
So ang dami nang na-roll out. Parang we're
Yeah.
taking it for granted rin.
Oh, for
Of
sure.
course, there's so many parang problems before na I think they solved some and they have to solve more. And I think we have to be patient
Mhm.
with what's happening. So
No.
like both of us kasi we're there in the peak eh. So if you're in the peak, siguro talagang mafe-feel mo na bakit ganito. Ay nga
Mhm.
sabi ko, if you're looking for the money, talagang maaasar ka.
Yeah.
If you're just solely looking for the money. Parang ako may naasar rin ako at one point through downs. Pero parang wala eh. Sabi ko nandito ako to enjoy and to just
Mm.
chill and like enjoy the space and the moment. So
Told
Yeah.
I told Ephraim na I told Ephraim about Top Shot and all that, and then I told him right away that I'm only here to flip
yeah,
because I don't know. I just at that point, at that time, you can make a lot of money off of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And then now, I'm like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? I buy packs. If it doesn't sell, I keep it. I don't get mad about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm
yeah.
just there to buy packs. If I like the cards, I keep it. If I don't, I sell it. If it doesn't sell, then I'll just keep it. So I'm at that point where I don't really mind just keeping my cards. But then if I can make money out of it, then I'll sell it.
Actually, I think everyone was like that at one point because Top Shot was crazy. Like you can buy a moment for like $5 and sell it for 80 like the next week
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
peak. So I think I think I had that mentality also, but like I keep telling people na go back to the roots of why you joined. Like if you really join for that, for like just flipping, then you might get disappointed right away. Pero like if you enjoy like NBA and stuff, I think at the end of the day, it's okay. It's NBA naman. Like it's LeBron, it's like Carmelo, it's like Chris Paul or whoever you like. If you have that, at least you're like at peace na. Oh, I have moments that I idolize.
Yeah.
So I think
Mhm. Yeah. For
that's
sure.
like the turning point.
No, no, for sure, for sure. Ako naman, sa simula pa lang, like, that's the, like, yung making profit, that what got me curious.
Yeah,
Pero, I think sa simula pa lang, even like yung first pack ko, I had a collector mindset already. So, I didn't mind if I didn't make money or whatever. I really enjoyed the platform. I really like it. Moving the collecting of like cards or asset into the digital form, parang sobrang mind-blowing sa akin. Kaya ngayon, like, yeah, yung mga NFTs, I try and look kung ano pa yung meron doon. Pero, like you said, having NBA in the name nung platform na to is just, it just makes you want to believe that there's something else happening. And it makes me, it's so exciting knowing that, yun nga, yung sabi mo, Bacs, na yung the contest to go to Game 5, that they have that potential to even do that, more of that next season. It's just, it's exciting, di ba? Maganda ko anong makikita, exciting ko ano pa yung gagawin nilang utility. Anyways, before we end, I'd like to, I guess, announce the winner nung previous contest natin. Red, I don't know if you remember, but we're giving away a Russell Westbrook playoff moment. All you had to do was like and comment on the our last video with El Nido Cat Sanctuary. It's Andrew. Kung sino yung favorite player niya. And a lot of people got it wrong because everybody knows he collects a lot of John Wall, but John Wall isn't actually his all-time favorite. It's Kobe. Even Dijo got it wrong. So our winner for that contest is Zach Ayrton, I think. So I'm gonna respond to him on the video, and I'm gonna ask for his top shot moment. This moment's coming from Jeff Gaitan's account. So meron digital signature ni Jeff account ni Jeff yung moment. So so there you go. And Bax, thank you so much for waking up early and joining us. We really really
thank you.
appreciate it. And I
Yeah,
can't
no,
wait
So
to
come back again, Ken. when you have time, come back again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
man.
sure. Anytime, bro. Just
Or
let me
pag
know.
nasa Philippines kami, we'll look for you.
Sure, sure, sure.
Pick up game. So,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. Okay.
Th-
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
guys.
much, Sir Bax, and
Thank you, thank you.
good luck on
Thank you.
good luck on your Top Shot account. Thank you.
All right. See you guys. Thank you.